Hello and welcome to our iconic workshop on Giving Tuesday. I'm Chris Baig, our head of coaching here at Instant Nonprofit, and I'm really excited to share with you some important information about Giving Tuesday. So here's what to expect in our time together. We're going to start with an overview of what Giving Tuesday is and why it matters to you. We're going to give you a roadmap on how your organization can best participate in Giving Tuesday. We're going to share some toolkits that you can use to prepare to make the most out of the day. We're going to talk about a stewardship plan, how to show gratitude to your donors and the people that are supporting you. And then some follow-up action items for your team to learn through Giving Tuesday on how to be an organization that inspires generosity more and more throughout the world. So let's jump in. What is Giving Tuesday? Giving Tuesday is an independent nonprofit organization that started in 2012. Their goal and mission is to unleash the power of radical generosity around the world. And so they started with a simple idea to create a day that inspires people to do good. This was partially in response to Black Friday, where they were seeing people spend all of this money on more things for themselves, and they wanted to remind people that they could use this money to do good. Now, as an organization, their nonprofit operates throughout the year, but they host an annual celebration, what most of us think of when we think of Giving Tuesday, as a means to inspire others. So you might be asking, well, who is Giving Tuesday for? Who benefits from this and who participates in it? Giving Tuesday is for everyone. This is a movement that is meant to bring in as many partners as possible. So this includes individuals that want to inspire generosity in their communities. This is families that want to do something together. This is nonprofit organizations, much like your own. Schools can participate, religious organizations, small businesses, and even corporations have a part to play in bringing generosity into their communities. So you might be asking yourself, how can I participate in Giving Tuesday? Well, first, it's great to note that Giving Tuesday is 100% free. There's no application, there's no sign-up process, there's no registration. It's a movement that is encouraging individuals, organizations, and companies to jump in whatever way makes the most sense to them. So you have the ability to choose how your mission influences your focus on Giving Tuesday. You get to look at what level makes the most sense for you to participate in this movement of generosity. So maybe you're wondering, why should I participate in Giving Tuesday? Maybe you don't have plans for the day yet, and you're wondering if it's worth putting in the time and effort to do so now. Well, let's look at some really cool data about Giving Tuesday, both as the organization and the celebration. Giving Tuesday's organizational impact. They've started movements in 90 countries around the world, leading to 300 plus communities worldwide, inspiring millions of acts of generosity that wouldn't otherwise be there. So it's clear that their organization knows how to get people to be generous with their money and invest in making the world a better place. As an annual celebration, here's some staggering statistics. The average amount raised in the US is about $3.1 billion on Giving Tuesday. And the average gift size is about $175. While we appreciate all gifts, maybe this number isn't as high as you thought it might be for a day such as this. But it's a good reminder that this day isn't about racking in the major gifts. This isn't about meeting all of our fundraising goals. Again, it's a movement that inspires long-term generosity. It's a movement that changes the mindset of what it means to make the world a better place. 12% of recurring givers started giving on Giving Tuesday. And about 80% of the people who give on Giving Tuesday will make a second gift by the year's end. So, you've made the decision to participate in Giving Tuesday. What does that look like for you? Well, here's a simple roadmap to follow. First, you're going to want to consider your goals. Research shows that if you set a goal for yourself for this day, you're much more likely to be engaged with the day and have a sense of success, even if those goals aren't met. Because it gives you some focus, it gives you a game plan. It allows you to take actual tangible steps forward to accomplishing your mission and being a part of this day of generosity. When you're setting your goals, remember that there are a couple different focuses that you can take. Maybe for your nonprofit organization, you're looking at getting more donations on this day. You do want to meet some fundraising goals. You have a build project coming up or a program that you want to launch or activities that you want to perform, and you need donations to meet that. Maybe this is a day where you can do some gift matching opportunities, connecting with a company or corporation that offers gift matching to nonprofits. There are so many who want to participate in this day. Maybe you have somebody in your current donor portfolio that wants to give a major gift, and you can use this as an opportunity to reach out and say, hey, I know you wanted to give a major gift. How would you feel about matching gifts up to a certain amount during this window on Giving Tuesday? And we'll promote your company, your organization as somebody who is supporting us through this whole thing. We'll get your messaging out there and you can help us make a difference. Maybe your goal isn't to get donations. Maybe you just want to spread awareness of your organization and expand your reach. So you're going to use this day to let people know what you're doing. You're going to share updates on the impact that you're making to see your audience grow. You can use this as a day to test your messaging. Maybe there's some new language that you want to test out. And so you're going to send out 2 different emails on Giving Tuesday with 2 different variations of language. And you're going to see which ones connect better with your people so that even after Giving Tuesday, you know what sort of words people are looking for to best engage with your organization. Maybe you just want to do some community building, or you want to see more social media engagement. You want to see more people sign up for your email newsletters. This is a great opportunity to get people involved in your community. And so whatever that looks like for you, you're going to start to form a plan, and you're going to prepare a toolkit to help you get the most out of this day. And as you do that, remember, you're going to want to begin promoting 1 week out. This gives you the opportunity to generate some excitement and anticipation with people. It gives people a runway to consider how they might want to support your organization. Maybe they need to do some planning on their end, but they really want to invest in you and your movement on Giving Tuesday. So now you're going to start to build your toolkit. And there's a couple steps to take as you do that. First, you're going to want to start with your messaging. Form a messaging strategy. This includes what sort of language you're going to use, but it also includes how you're going to communicate with people. You know where your people are. So maybe that's going to be on social media. Maybe that's going to be emails. Maybe that's going to be good old phone calls or letters. Or more than likely, it's going to be a combination of all of those. Next, you're going to want to make sure that your supporters are generating some publicity for you. So ask your current donors, ask your key volunteers, maybe some past beneficiaries who have experienced the positive impacts of what your organization does, your board members, close friends, and even family to share about your organization. Just get the word out there as best as you can that your organization is participating in Giving Tuesday. You're going to want to create a compelling call to action. Depending on the goal you set, you may be asking people to give a gift amount that's going to help you start this program. You're going to want to ask people to follow you on social media so that you could spread the word about your services. You're going to ask people to forward an email to their networks to let them know what you're doing. Whatever the CTA is, the point is to make it clear and as simple as possible for people to do what you want them to do. Make it evident why this CTA is important to reaching your goal and how it's going to make an impact. And then you're going to want to make a specific ask, especially if you're asking for monetary donations. It's important to be specific. People want to have an idea of what you need. If you say any gift helps, they really don't know if that means $5, $500, or $5,000. And so use strategic gift amounts. Look at what your average gift is. Look at what your fundraising goal for the day is. Maybe you want to have an option for people to make a recurring gift, but make it specific so that people can easily say, yes, I can do that and I want to help. Now, if you're posting on social media, it's recommended that you post throughout the day. This looks likely 1 to 2 hours. This is just making sure that you're staying engaged with your people. And so balance these posts between making your call to action, but also sharing impact updates and boosting the awareness of your organization. You're going to want to make sure that you're sharing any time-sensitive information, like if there's a gift matching window and people want to give during that window. You can include a letter from your founder or a video of an influential team member explaining what achieving your Giving Tuesday goal would mean for your organization. Remember, people love to hear stories. So include stories from your beneficiaries explaining how each donation impacts their life directly through what your organization does. But building this toolkit will make sure that you have a leg up on this day and you're going to be the most effective you can possibly be. So here's the most important part of the plan: thanking your supporters. You might get swept away in the craziness of the day, but having a plan to say thank you to your donors is important to the stewardship process, and make sure you're going 110% in making Giving Tuesday a success. You don't want to end right before that finish line. You want to go past the finish line full speed ahead, and that means showing gratitude to the people that supported you on Giving Tuesday. And so systematize this. Make sure that you have a way to thank your supporters quickly and share with them about new opportunities to give. For some of these people, it's going to be the first time that they've ever connected with your organization. So say thank you for their participation, but also show them other ways that they can invest with their time, their talents, or their treasures, because whatever you're doing, they're connected to your mission. That's why they gave, and they might likely want to give more. And so have a plan on how you want to do this. This can be automated emails. This could be scheduled social media posts at the end of the day, having a point person for sending out thank you letters, but make sure that there's a process in place. You also have the opportunity to prepare as much as you can. Take time before the actual day of Giving Tuesday to draft your thank you notes for your various platforms. Draft your emails and schedule those out. Get those letters drafted. Have some social media posts ready to post as soon as the day ends, thanking people. That way you don't have to be worried about it when you're drained at the end of the day. Those are just ready to go. And use meaningful, impactful, thoughtful language. People can smell generic from a mile away. You want to connect with your donors and share the specific impacts that their gifts have made on Giving Tuesday and how they're going to continue to make a difference in their community and the world around them. And then after all is said and done, you're going to want to take some follow-up time with your team, with your board, with your volunteers, the people who help your organization function day to day. And so there's two ways to grow after the day. The first is to collect data. You're going to get some new data on why people were engaged. So look at who engaged with you, why they engaged with you, what compelled them to support your nonprofit. Were these new givers? Were there people who had never heard about you? How did they hear about you? Was it because of the social media? Was it because of the emails? Because it was a family or friend who had pointed them in your direction? You're going to want to see what percentage of your current donors gave. Were there people who were already connected to your nonprofit but saw the radical move of generosity and were inspired to go above and beyond? And then you're going to want to take that data and you're going to want to reflect and refine for next Giving Tuesday. Take notes to make Giving Tuesday even better next year. Ask yourself things like, what went well? Why did it go well? And do I want to do it again next year? Were your social media posts just a hit and you want to invest more in social media? Maybe people didn't know you had an email newsletter and now they do. And so you really want to drive that home next year. There's also going to be things that maybe you would do differently next year. Maybe things that didn't work that you want to eliminate, or things that you want to tweak and change. You're going to want to be refining year over year to make it the most successful celebration possible. And then you're going to want to look at your measures of success. How did you measure success this year? Were you successful by that metric? Is there anything that you want to change next year to define success? So make sure that you're following up, making sure that you're formulating all of your thoughts to grow as an organization. Giving Tuesday is such a wonderful day. And so remember that the day is more than just a fundraising opportunity. It's a way to inspire generosity, to tell stories, to share a message that together we can change the world. And so make the most of the day and have fun.